men who are beating him up. Then after those 30 minutes pass, the two men come out with DJ's body and they throw him over the railing into the bushes where they eventually found his body. Detectives know this was not random. This was a targeted attack, and they had three people in mind. Now, the two men were masked, but they needed to identify the girl because she wasn't. And DJ's mother, yet again, helps out. She went through DJ's cell phone records and she looked at the last call he made before he went missing. The girl was identified as Christy Parjan, and she went to the same high school that Dwight did. Detectives track down Christy and she's brought in for an interview. Now, she calls DJ Dante, so if you hear me say that, that's who I'm referring to. She says, yes, she did indeed meet up with Dante and mentions that she had a boyfriend named Andre. Now, at first, she downplays everything. She says that while she was walking to Dante's apartment, two men approached her wearing all black. She claims that she didn't know them and they kind of catcalled her and tried to get her to come over. And that's when she mentions that she has a boyfriend. Now, why would she be going to see DJ if she has a boyfriend? Well, according to her, her boyfriend had cheated on her. And so she was using DJ to make her boyfriend jealous. And by the way, she didn't really know if her boyfriend cheated on her. It was just a rumor. So that was her whole point in going over there. But on the way over there, she sees these two masked men. She arrives at Dante's apartment. She says they go into the stairwell and they make out. And that's when she sees the two masked men show up. So she says they begin to say something about, you're with my girl, you know why I'm here. And so detectives say, well, were you the girl? Like, did you know them? She says, no, I don't know what they were talking about. They were just talking. And then they began to take him and beat him up. And they said, well, why did you just stand in the stairwell? Like, why did you just stand there? Why didn't you try to go get help? Why didn't you try to stop them? And she says, well, I did tell them to stop, but they told me to shut up. She later reveals that she says all these things and they call her out on her inaccuracies and things that just don't make any sense. She says that she was the one to give the two masked men that she claims she didn't know. She's the one who gave them the knife. She waits for a while to say that during the interview. And they say, well, why would you give them the knife if you didn't know them? She doesn't really have an answer for that. And detectives are really just trying to probe her, see what she reveals, what she says, see what's consistent and what's not. But she claimed after the attack happened,